Hello, today I am doing a very exciting video, and in this video I am going to share my experience about how I started speaking English, and I want to share some tips that I use to improve my English. So basically, I was born and raised in a countryside in Udon Thani. My English back then was really bad because I didn't get a chance to study with a native speaker. I didn't get a chance to speak English at all. So after my graduation, I came to Bangkok for some reasons to start my high school. And when I got into high school, in that school there were only two tracks that I had to choose, which were English and Chinese. So I picked up English, and my first English class was like a nightmare to me because I had to study with a native speaker. So the teacher is Canadian, he's tall, his voice was loud. I was so scared of him because the way he talked, I didn't understand what he was talking. I didn't understand what he asked me. So I didn't even want to get into a class. And after that, I realized that English is really important for me. I knew at that moment that I would do some work about English. So I started to to improve my English by the first thing I do is listening. So I am basically a good listener. So I listen to the teacher a lot. I listen to English songs. And then I try to speak to native speakers. I try to speak to tourists when they need help, when they want something. I just went in and helped them. So my English just got better and better. And in Mathayom 5, I thought my English was good enough that time. So I joined in an English debate competition and I won. And I feel like I am really proud of myself that I could do this far. And I told myself that I could do it even further if I want to. So I fell in love with English. I get really inspired by that. And when I got into a university, I also chose the same thing, which is English major. So the tips that I used when I was in high school was 4 tips, which were listening, speaking, writing, and the last one is grammar. For the listening part, first of all, you need to be a really good listener, because when you listen, you get a lot of things in your head. You listen, and then you get something. You get the accent. You get the way that the person is speaking. So, and then you follow by speak after what you hear. You trying to copy the accent. You don't speak like Thai accent. You need to speak the way the native speakers speak, and then write down what you hear. After you write it down, you see the situation, if it's the past tense, if it's the present tense, if it's the future tense, and then you correct the grammar. And that's really easy for you to follow up these techniques from me. So that's all for my videos. Thank you so much.